Why do you like to be alive? The alternative is so final. There's more potential in living. A lot more potential. Being able to see beautiful things. What's the most beautiful thing you have ever seen? A quiet sunrise over a still lake. No signs of human existence. Just stillness and nature. I love sunsets in the mountains of Tennessee. No one around but the wild animals and nature. The silences. I just recently moved to Knoxville and I absolutely love the scenery. I moved from central Oklahoma, so it is a wonderful upgrade. However, I think in the future, I may want to move to Colorado, or even Alaska, where some mountains are snow-capped. Sleeping is nice. Don't you mean death practice? It's the tutorial mode. Because you can't do anything when you're dead. You absolutely right. For me it's the small things and the general joys. Watching a show with my so. Watching my nephew smile at a new present. Life has its pains. But even those are interesting to experience in retrospect. I don't believe in an afterlife and am not preaching any one way about any belief. But it comforts me to know these are very rare experiences. Good or bad. In this universe. To me, it seems worth seeing this ride to the end. In my life I have had many highs and lows. Like I imagine most people experience in some form. But in the grand scheme, we get to experience and live through things that 99% of this reality no other things do. Also, brings me great comfort to know that of all the kings and queens of our history, most of them never had a Doritos chip or rack and I have. Lumeo, imagine never having a Dorito. Wait. When there were never Doritos there was a load of conquering and massive world empires. But now that there are Doritos there's basically none of that. Coincidence? I think not. Doritos brought about world peace. In the movie Full Metal Jacket Private, Joker says while looking over a mass grave, the dead know only one thing, it is better to be alive. Really keeps me going knowing, whatever shit I'm in right now, it could be worse. That's a great way to think about it. I saw Billy Connolly doing stand up a year or so after his Parkinson's diagnosis. He said graveyards are full of people who wish they had my Parkinson's. It's always stuck with me. I've also heard, the world's graveyards are full of indispensable people. That quote was not only good for a dose of humility, but certainly puts the whole work-life balance issue front and center. When I finish something hard, like a character sheet, a big drawing, an animation, heck even a cool Minecraft build, there is a level of satisfaction that is unmatched. I love finishing tasks. Best feeling ever. It's also just so freaking fulfilling to be able to use that thing and benefit from it long term. I know, right? Also I love when things that I have created in the past come to help in weird times in the future. Oh, this creepy mask I made. My friend doesn't have a Halloween costume. They can have it. Apostrophe. Best feeling is fixing someone's problem. Video games are pretty cool. Edit. Thanks for the award. They are so cool and realistic. Cyberpunk 2077 is my fav RN. I hear it's great. Dogs. Food. The good people. The sound of rain. Peeling the plastic of new products. Learning cool stuff. Bubble wrap. Etc. Edit. Thank you for the updates and award. I live for all this positive energy. I love bubble wrap. It's awesome. Nothing like getting bubble wrap and large boxes you can fit in as a kid. Or an adult. I need bubble wrap. Treat yourself. Get that bubble wrap. Because I have dreams. I want to be in your dreams. Okay, so after posting a fairly depressing comment here and getting an equally optimistic response from Op, I took another look at the rest of the comments. Op is literally spreading optimism to everybody here, even though a lot of us have really pessimistic answers. I was at the edge of a mental breakdown, but right now Op's genuine kindness brings a smile to my face. So there's my answer. People like Op are my reason and I wish I had more people like that. Edit. I just woke up to my first ever gold comment referenced, as well as my first ever diamond. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for saying this. It brings me joy knowing I was able to make you smile. It would break my mom and sister's heart if I wasn't. And my dog. Edit. Wow, these are my first awards. This made my day, thank you kind Redditors. I love family. Bold of you to assume. Damn it, you got me. My friends. Friends are freaking awesome. Luck. When I get lucky I get way too excited. You're lucky about a lot, you know. You were born in a time and place where you can comfortably use the internet to ask the masses questions like this. You didn't choose that. It was just a roll of the cosmic die. I was watching a video yesterday and it mentioned that. It's crazy how many take it for granted. So I can sing and feel the sunshine on my face. That sounds lovely. Your post 3. You 3. Both of you 3. Fine dining and breathing baby. Love me a good steak. Because I can watch my enemies fall. I'm dead lol. Eating food while blazed accompanied with a good movie and a beer. God tier experience. Sounds like a blast. To annoy others. I love annoying people. Penguins. Yes. That's it. Penguins. I literally have an inflatable penguin at work. His name is Peak XD. I have a plush penguin named Pinguino. Right now here's my audience for the music I play. I bet Pinguino enjoys your music if he keeps coming back to listen carrot carrot. Because I can feel and I can think. I can feel love, joy, happiness, anger, sadness and all in between. I can go anywhere in my mind. I can do anything and become anything I want with a little imagination. I can play and be goofy as hell. Or I can be as sober as a judge. These are all good things and make my life worth living. I like this way of seeing things. For whatever reason I hate not being able to think or be in control of my thoughts, sleeping, being drunk etc. Closed bracket comma. Even if my thoughts aren't happy ones. So the idea of death kind of scares me in that regard. Life may have no objective purpose, but emotion is what keeps us really alive. Death is emotionless, and the only thing that can permanently stop a person's ability to think and feel. I'd rather experience as much of that as I can while I can, than waste my chance to do so forever, even if I wouldn't be able to regret my decisions afterwards. Well, I birthed a baby on Friday and right now he's all snuggly and wrapped up like a little burrito. Life is grand for me today. Congratulations mama. I don't know what it's like to be dead. You are right. What if it's a party the whole time? Parties give me anxiety. Open bracket. When people are good, time is good. Life is good. Life is complicated. You are so right. Well, it usually seems to be a nice thing to experience, so long as you can hold on during the hard times. But that can be increasingly difficult. Because I'm scared of other options. I'm too forward. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. There's nothing like taking a bite of something you've been craving for ages and it's like a mouthgasm. Petting dogs. Breathing in fresh mountain air. Letting the sun warm you up. Holding the door open for old people. When a baby smiles at you. I have a bucket list a mile long and I'm so glad I never killed myself at my darkest points. I've yet to find a baby that doesn't cry at me. Maybe it's my face. They just haven't yet developed the coping mechanisms for gazing upon such beauty. / points at you / you're a beauty. IDK, I feel like being alive isn't the best thing right now. Being alive could be better, but it is still awesome. Not in my current living situation. I really hope that your life gets better and easier, and that until that happens, you can find joy in something. Even if it's silly or small, these are the best and more constant in life. Short answer is I don't. I just don't think the world deserves to be rid of me yet. Sounds like a cheesy superhero line, haha. More of a supervillain vibe to it. Don't you think? I've always felt so, at least. Because I just sprinkled shredded cheese on a dill pickle for the duck of it and didn't hate it. Lol, sounds amazing. Well, this is likely not going to be seen, but hey, I don't always like being alive. I have a lot of mental health issues. The reason I do like living is that killing myself wouldn't end my pain, it would just give it to my loved ones and even the police that had to find me. So if I'm not gonna kill myself, I may as well try and be happy as often as I can. The good days outnumber the bad a few years after making that choice, and it's honestly lovely. Man, I just deal with being alive. Liking it is pretty irrelevant tbh. Being alive is a great thing. Perspective is everything. My friend. For you, it may be. For others, existence is just another chore. For sure. Hopefully everyone can like being alive at least once. Oh sure, I've liked being alive plenty of times, but it's always short-lived and fleeting. Then the existential dread creeps back in. Sunsets. Sunsets are amazing. Definitely a great part of life. I get to pet soft animals and enjoy food. Because not every day is a day you're guaranteed to live. I know that's super cheesy, but I've had to learn just how true that saying is. Life is a gift. Well, I did want to be alive for Cyberpunk 2077. Not anymore really. I heard it's good. If world hunger becomes a problem and people need to resort to eating bugs, Cyberpunk 2077 would be a nice source. Because living is dreaming and dreaming is doing what you want. So love to do what you want. Live the dream, baby. I love cats. 3. I realize what you meant, but I'm just picturing someone saying it feels great to be alive. As they're tossing cats over a fence or something. Vertical bar. Actually that could work. Because that's fun. Life is some kind of black, cold, meaningless tornado and we are all it. It's like a super hard enigma mixed with the most complicated board game ever. And we all have to try making ends of it and finding our way through this tornado. And in a way I find it beautiful and entertaining. Living is the ultimate challenge. Some people are really good at it. Some people try to kick in the board. Me, I'm just fascinated and I try to play the best I can and have fun while I'm doing it. Peace. Sorry for bad English. Not my first language. That's a great way to look at it. It's a crazy ride. I know, right? My way of seeing things has changed since I'm not suicidal anymore. I left the psych ward like, okay, you want me to play? I'm gonna play. And that can be freaking hard because life's rules is like a 10,000 pages book and you can't even fully trust them. But the challenge is thrilling and I'm really happy I'm alive. School taught me to find a career that pays $80,000 a year and pay off college debt until I'm in my 40s. 3 semesters in, I dropped out of community college, got a job that pays $25,000 a year, and I'm super happy with it. My life goals changed from think about your future career and put all your focus into that. Even if it means going into debt or being unhappy every day to just do what makes you happy. So long as it pays you enough that you can live comfortably. Apostrophe. Now I have a brand new car. I've got tons of fun hobbies I can afford. And I'm going to start building my 401k in January, as well as getting benefits from my work. If I was still in college right now, I wouldn't have these benefits and I'd be just adding to the debt I'd be paying off if I get my T3 aligned or new glasses. I like learning about how stuff works and applying that to stuff. That's about it. I'm absurdist, so it's keeping me from not existing. Experiencing the magic of great food and love. Anime and video games are pretty cool. A man of culture. Actually, only for anime. Still have a bit to watch. I just hope the good stuff keeps coming, so I have stuff to do. Anime is amazing. In the hopes that I see something significant in my lifetime. And no, not in a go out and see the world kind of way. I want to see God or aliens or both or the end of the world or anything that's just monumental on a global scale. And no, covered doesn't count, so fingers off the reply button. Smarters. Cats. Just knowing they exist is enough. But when I get to snuggle one, it's everything. Oh, and my partner. I love them, but they aren't as fluffy as a kitty cat. Maybe this sounds really corny, but there's always something new to try, see, or learn about in life. New places, interesting cultures, art and literature, hobbies to try, skills to pick up, food, music, people to talk to and meet. Sometimes I get really low about how much people disappoint me, but for every evil human action, there is another genuinely kind human action being performed somewhere, and those are really great to see. It's also motivating to consider how we can encourage more of those kind thoughts and actions as a whole. I'm not sure if that's a reason I like being alive for, but I suppose it's a challenge I want to address in my career. This isn't corny, I feel the same way. Watching my kids grow up, it's an amazing thing to witness. Naps are pretty up there, love me a good nap. My boyfriend, video games, drawing and looking at art, good wine, sinful snacks like McDonald's chili cheeseburger. I try to eat healthy otherwise, but every few weeks the chili cheese calls to me, and the dream to travel, once covered, is over because I can finally manage that financially. Oh, and music. Can't sing or play any instrument, but man do I like to listen to music. Dirt Poor Robins are great. Hey PSSST. Please subscribe and like.